What's up, guys? Just out exploring today, trying to find a new dump to dig out. It would be nice to have a dump where I don't have to depend on another person to get to bottles, so that's the goal here. I've been watching around, observing what people post online, and I think people have been digging some dump in this area somewhere. So I've been hoping to locate that. There's some big gully down there. I don't know if that's a dump or not, but I don't feel like walking down there. Plus I have sandals, which aren't really the best for walking in the woods. They're more for creek walking. And speaking of sandals, shout out to Sister Lady Adventures for being nice enough to think of me and hook me up with these. That was very nice of them. So anyway, I'm going to try to make my way down to the creek here. Alright, so here's the start of my journey. Except I'm going to walk downstream instead. I normally don't walk downstream because it clouds up the water, but with this being Southwest Ohio, I'm not really expecting to find much, if anything, hole in the stream. All these rocks here would cause anything that fell in to break when this did flood. So yeah, what I'm hoping for is a nice exposed layer that has bottles in it instead of rocks. I don't know if I'll find it or not. I mean, walking streams can be helpful, but dumps are only along the streams half of the time. The other half, they're somewhere inland away from them. So we will see. From the looks of this stream, I made a big mistake of not bringing my sawn trimmers. Hey, that's a good sign there. Oh, the amber piece there isn't that old, 50s or so. Cobalt, can't tell. But the stoneware I would think would be at least from around 1910 or so. So hopefully that means there's a dump nearby. That one there looks older. Now that's kind of cool. Big old sycamore tree there. That thing is like over 100 foot tall. The bottom's completely hollowed out there. It's still standing. Crazy. Well, I think this is kind of cool. Now I'm thinking that maybe I shouldn't have walked this because this creek might be small enough to where it's considered trespassing. This area is looking kind of good here. Salt-laced crook. Now there's no way that's full, but I'm curious about it, so I'm going to check anyway. Yep, seat's broken. Alright, just how to find out just to make sure. Yeah, there's a lot of shards here now. Another bridge. This one looks like it could collapse if a person walked on it. So thin. I think I'm going under a main road. I'm going to have to look at my maps to see when this goes into the river. Or Logs Creek, whatever the heck it is. Must be right here because I see it. Alright, well, I think I'll walk upstream a little bit and see if there's anything eroding out of the banks. And oh boy, I really do not like dealing with this type of sinking crap. Okay, so I'm going to back out and walk where the rocks are, because rocks usually don't sink like this nasty sewer mud crap does, whatever the heck it is. But when you see bubbles coming up like that, it's not a good sign either. It usually means that area is sinking a little bit. Well, I'm not really sinking much now, so okay, should be good then. Another skateboard. You know what's funny? Last time I was in this particular part of southeast Ohio, but a slightly different location, I found a skateboard also. So that's kind of odd. Anyway, so guess I'll walk upstream. This looks like an actual river. There's a knife. Oh, this thing here though, that is part of an old battery. Well, can't get it out, but you can see it there. I find those in early 1900s dumps, all the way up in the 1920s dumps usually. So, who knows? Could be a good sign. Alright, there's a ball, I think. But the question is it a good one? Or a modern piece of junk? Let's find out. It's all mossy. It is a modern piece of junk. Okay, I see what I think's one out there. Now you guys can't see from this phone because of the glare, but I can because I put my polarized glasses on, so it helps me see through all this stuff. This one is a little bit older. It's from the 40s or 50s, maybe 60s. Not as modern as the others. So, are 30 years older and might be able to get somewhere. Pulled this out of the deep port. It's an Orange Crush. I was hoping for a little older, but maybe we'll get there eventually. So this is an old road here. Interesting. Okay. So an insulator. That's chipped up pretty bad though. That might be the oldest thing I've found. I think those date to the 1920s or so. Well, there's definitely a dump here. Lots of stuff in here. It's like the teens or something like that. And it keeps on going. Yeah, it's 20s there. This thing here is older. I used to think. Snow embossing though. Stuff keeps going and going. Wax seal here. Yeah, it's got a crude applied top. Probably a light throw, but still, that's gotta be at least 1890s. This in here is plastic. There's definitely a dump up that way. Of course, it's all behind houses where I'd have to get permission to dig because someone would see you if you were to dig there. Anyway, hopefully it extends out here further away from the houses where I won't have to deal with permission, but I doubt it. Well, this is a good sign. How old is this machine made though? I think they're talking. That's kind of cool. It's that huge trees growing right on top of that thing there. Still hasn't blown over. Do not remove rock from creek. Huh. I've never seen a sign like that before. but I don't think anyone would ever be able to move all these rocks from the creek. Here's an old dump. Yeah, here's something you don't see every day. A water snake with a fish. Alright guys, on to a new creek. This creek's already looking better because there's a whole milk glass jar there. So I'm almost wondering if stuff could be coming out of this bank. I don't know. But it is getting darker, which is kind of a problem because when it gets dark, my contacts quit working so well and my eyes start to get blurry. So I'm going to have to try to walk this one faster than I normally do. Alright, well, I will let you know if I find anything. Alright, this here gives me hope, because this is pretty old. I usually find them in dumps that are no newer than 1910. What's this? Or, now that could be a Roth and Company from Middletown. This is a creek that looks much more dumpy than most of them, so there's definitely a good chance there's another piece of glass there. Jar top there, more glass, piece of plate there. I'm seeing more and more, guys. This turns out to be a dump. Hopefully it's a good one with a nice thick layer, not just some stupid surface one where I can't even find a actual source, just random shards. Until later. Alright. So yeah, this is looking dumpier. Insulator part there. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to come back here on another day when I have more daylight. I actually have to get the car fixed tomorrow, so probably can't go then. But I'm definitely going to come back and investigate more. I still have more of this to walk, so who knows? Maybe the source is actually further up, but I think some of it might be just to the right of me somewhere. Somehow, these inserts always survive. Those and milk glass jars, it seems like wherever I go, I always find an insert. And that's the only thing I do find. I mean, some people do buy them, but with the amount they're worth and how long it takes to find a buyer for them, it's not even worth bringing home right now. I'm going to be moving here soon, so I think I'm just going to stick to taking more unique things home. Here looks like an old road or something. I don't know what the heck it is. A little horseshoe there. Oh, this here is kind of cool looking. That does look really old. Doesn't mean there's a dump around it, but you never know. Oh, that side's got too much grass. And this side I can't see unless I move closer because of how dark it is out. Not seeing anything. It was so deep under that thing that I had to just climb up and over this thing. there's a monster snake around here somewhere. Look at that big old snake skin. That thing is big. That might have been 4 foot long because it broke. The part that I showed was only part of it. Well, hopefully I don't get bit. Now snakes, they ain't gonna attack a person, but if you step on one, you're probably gonna get bit. The problem is I can't hardly see anything now because of how dark it is in here. The camera actually makes it look way lighter than it actually is. Top to an old butter churn crock or something like that. Hey, got our second whole bottle, but it's a screw cap piece of junk. It's a good sign though. Well, that bottle here is whole. Okay, I need to look on my maps because I need to find out how to get back. So I cut through the woods here and ended up in this pasture. Oh boy. Well, I can't see anything, so hopefully I can find my way back to the park because I don't want to be trespassing. I didn't see any signs, but a landowner probably wouldn't put signs where the creek is anyway because he or she would probably be expecting people to trespass from the park side. Okay, I see an opening here. I'm hoping this is the park that I parked at. Oh shoot. I think I am on private property because I see the top of the building. Okay. As you can see, it's almost dark now. And that's not a good thing because I am not sure where the heck I'm going. I really don't want to go all the way back to the creek. It's a park itself is not very far distance-wise because I'd have to go way out of my way to go back. All right. Let's see here. I do see what looks like another opening. I'm really hoping that this is the actual park. Do not know though. Probably just someone's private property the way my luck is. And it is private property, of course. Here's some balls I've been turning sun-colored amethyst. And I've had them stored here, and the ground's about to swallow them up.